And relationships are generally more advantageous for the everyday man than the everyday woman. And the everyday woman is starting to catch on to that. So they're opting out if they can't do better.
A potentially historic winter storm is the way it's being looked at right now. It threatens more than 200 million people across the nation in more than 40 states. It's a massive storm.
Weber brings it into the front court. They have no timeouts remaining.
Oh, he causes too many timeouts. That's a technical foul.
So what I'm saying is that average woman dating an average man is not equal to the average man dating an average woman. That average man is getting way more out of the deal than the average woman in most cases. Women want the same effort that they're putting in from a man, and anything less is considered embarrassing now, and rightfully so.
Okay, as far as I'm concerned, I do feel as though having a boyfriend is embarrassing. You know, I do feel as though having any relation with a man is embarrassing. It is a humiliation ritual.
I do want to kind of start off with my thoughts, just that I have like on why I think having a boyfriend is embarrassing, because it is. Having a boyfriend is very embarrassing.
Several months later.
Take a look at this live look at Dallas from our affiliate KTVT. Near Pittsburgh, the heaviest snow is yet to come.
Tonight, as the monster storm moves out, the deep freeze settles in. Frigid temperatures, blankets of ice, and feet of snow still gripping a huge portion of the country.
We live in an amazing time now where we have these amazing supercomputer smartphones in our pockets, and they make things seem a lot longer ago than they actually were. It was just last summer that we were hearing young ladies saying that a top-tier man is an average woman. And then, of course, it was late October of 2025 when young ladies were saying that having a boyfriend was embarrassing. And, of course, having a boyfriend that's average, that's blasphemy. Unless the times aren't average.
I can't do another winter with no husband. This is the last winter I got in me without a husband.
On today's episode of This Is Why Men Are Necessary. What is that?
That's what you get when you a single woman and you got your neighbors, all your neighbors got a man, and their man or husband out there shoveling snow and my ain't been touched. My son ain't home. And shit is real. Look at this. Lady across the street. Look at that. Her man out there shoveling the snow. I gotta sit here and look. Look at my dad.
What's interesting when you watch the variety of social media posts that are a result of this storm is you're seeing a humbling of a lot of young ladies who are essentially saying, you know, an average guy wouldn't be too bad right about now if you'd come in here and shovel this driveway for me. But you still have women on the internet saying, I expect any guy to come and clean my part of this snowstorm because that's what men are supposed to do, even if he has no relationship with me at all.
Look at this. Look at my front. For those of you who said I was miserable, my neighbors did not like me, I start stuff on the block. All kinds of negativity people were saying. Yeah, they were saying all kinds of negative stuff. So this is what my neighbor did. And like the girl said, she said, y'all heard her say her son wasn't home. Y'all heard her, and then she said, the neighbors got to do their stuff first, and then they'll probably get to her. That's my neighbor. He did all of this for me. So don't come on here saying no slick. Don't come on here saying nothing about nothing.
Isn't that amazing? Instead of saying, thank you, sir, I really appreciate you cleaning up all this snow out of my driveway, she's more excited about telling the people on the internet, see, I told you someone's going to come and do this for me. I mean, it's amazing to watch.
Women always talking about how they want to be equal. I ain't see no daggone women out here shoveling snow. There's a gentleman over there. I saw 2 more gentlemen this way earlier today. My husband was out there. I don't mind being a woman. I'm not shoveling snow.
I'm sure that many of you have noticed that many of the young ladies that are normally on social media telling the world how much they don't need men are kind of taking a time out. They're taking a break. I mean, if you can't get your car out of your driveway, I mean, what are you going to go on the internet and wag your finger at people about? If you don't have any bread in your house or ramen noodles or whatever you are eating, you're going to get on the internet and say something to men that have pots of stew in front of them because either they can walk to the store or they already shoveled their car out of the snow. And so, time out, like Chris Webber. And many of these young ladies are looking around and saying, well, 2 or 3 months ago, I was saying these average men, I don't have any use for them. But then you're starting to look around and you're seeing some of these women that have an average man, quote unquote, and they're chilling. And not only that, but you're seeing men enjoying the fact that, you know what, you don't think I'm necessary, but right now I am pretty darn necessary.
Look, y'all don't need a man, none of that. Look, we out here digging the car can't even move out the driveway.
I can't even get out the car. I have to climb out the car.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm stuck. Right? I have to look, just for me to get in. This is what I gotta do. I don't need no man.
Problem.
It's all on my own.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, all right.
No problem.
Yeah, all right.
Now look, them ninjas at Home Depot, they not available now. Yeah. Now you stuck at home. Humble yourself. Put the pride to the side. You need a man in your life.
Yeah, it's real out here. It's real out around my way. This shit's crazy. Ain't seen it snow like this since snow had snow. But it makes me wonder, what's up with all you single ladies?
This ain't snow, it's ice. I just got back in town, helping all my sisters get out. This is not snow. She can't do this on her own, but this is ice. Stop being on the couch. Go help shorty.
I'm frustrated because this storm was known about over a week before it happened. Clinton is what I call the pass-through community. We don't have a municipality. We don't have a mayor. We don't really have anyone to speak for us. We're always overlooked. So in some instances, when it snows, we are used to not being taken care of or being taken care of last. I sat on 311 for 2 hours yesterday. I sat on 311 for 2.5 hours day before yesterday. I couldn't even put in a snow thing online because it kept kicking it out. And when it finally accepted it, it said Friday, January the 30th.
Okay, that's what's up. He came all the way over here just to do my snow. That's my man, my man. Come in. You look cold.
Finish with the snow.
Okay, thank you. You did a good job too. What you about to do?
What you mean?
What you about to do?
I thought I was getting snowed in.
No, my baby daddy on his way. He about to bring my kids. Like, you can come back later or something. Like you from doing the snow. He mad. I know he mad. I know he not putting that snow back on. Hold on. He got me f***ed up. Brandon, what is you doing? What?
Bitch, you should have had your baby daddy come do this too.
Oh my God.
Y'all out here looking stupid.
You weird.
The essay went viral and it was republished across 6 international editions of Vogue, and it got people thinking, myself included. The essay definitely tapped into something that people have been feeling, but they haven't quite put into words like she did.
Is having a boyfriend embarrassing now? And even without reading the article, my immediate answer was yes.
The reason why having a boyfriend is embarrassing is because y'all came on social media and showed us that it was. If everyone would have kept their low standards to themselves and didn't show us the things they were enduring at home just so they can have a man in their life, people wouldn't think it was embarrassing.
If you go back and look at the videos of the young ladies saying that the average man is benefiting disproportionately from dating the average woman, that it is an embarrassment for a woman to be dating a man, or all of this unpaid emotional labor, all of those videos that we were inundated with, well, those were pretty comfortable looking studios, were they not? But what happens when that heater or that air condition is off? What happens when you don't have power, when you can't get to the store, when that driveway is covered in ice? What do? And what we're seeing is that many young ladies have simply gotten used to the fact that I don't have to have a man in my house because the state will come and save me. But when the state doesn't come and save you, you could easily call the men in your neighborhood to do something that those same men that probably work for the state would do. But if you don't have one of those men in your house, all you can do is wait on the phone.
And when it finally accepted it, it said Friday, January the 30th. So yes,
they're saying you wouldn't, I'm sorry, so you wouldn't even get, according to the website, according to 311, you wouldn't get somebody to come out and plow and take care of all this until Friday?
That's what it said. And that was not, and that was not even a accurate, it was a possible Friday. Understand what? A possible Friday.
The county says they are making progress. You don't sound convinced. What would you like to see from county leaders at this point in time? Because like you're saying, your road still hasn't been plowed.
But at this point, because there were so many of us who provided information and filled out Google forms, and now they're saying, oh, we'll have everything done by Wednesday. Well, it's Wednesday. And there's still been nothing. And another storm is predicted to come. I'm not sure whether it's snow, I'm not sure whether it's ice, but the temperatures at this point are not going over freezing for the next week or so. So my suggestion is to figure out how to deal with what we have right now, because even if they come through and plow, there's still ice and it's going to continue to ice up.
In no way am I making fun of this woman's situation. It's a very difficult, dire situation maybe, and maybe some people may get hurt or worse. But I can certainly tell you that if you have a group of friends in that neighborhood that are guys and they hear that storm warning and they got some trucks and some shovels, a quick trip to Home Depot before all of this gets started, and guys are saying, hey, you know what? We can clear it out at least until we get to the main road, and then they're going to clean out the main road probably sometime in the next day or so we can make sure that our part of the neighborhood is good. But what feminism has done recently is that they have devalued that. They say that men getting together in difficult situations and finding a way to make things go is not really necessary because the state's going to take care of us. Because the police, the ambulance, all of those other crews, the firefighters, the people that are going to clean the power lines or shake the ice off of them, they're going to make sure everything's okay. So I can stay in here by myself or whoever I'm with or whatever animal I'm with and just be fine because men are toxic. Well, it looks like men are pretty darn necessary and pretty darn useful when everything is not perfect and the air condition is not running at 75 degrees or, I don't know, Fahrenheit, I can't understand it, 20 degrees. It's much different when you have that 3, 4, 5, 10 days a year where things are not normal. What do you do then? Modern feminism has essentially told women those days will never come, and when they do come, you get on the phone and call, and the guy's going to magically appear. But what happens when there are hundreds, thousands of women on that call waiting in front of you to get a man to come to their house because there's not a man in their house already? Well, you wait, and hopefully you don't wait too long before something bad happens. Because if you had a man there, A man would have prepared for the storm previously. He might have a pickup truck. He might have some friends across the street. They might get to working, and you could sit inside and make some cookies and make him feel good later as a way of saying thank you. But modern feminism told you that that's toxic. So I guess all you can do is take a time out until things get back to normal. Isn't that right, feminists? Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below. I'll catch you next video. Take care.